back to a actual use, yes, okay. I have these lines drawn out. So, point 1 is the base of my stair, and point 2 is the height of my stair. Enter. And then let it do its thing. Perfect. So you'll see right here, you have your stair. And it's 4 feet. Okay, it's perfect. 6'6", 3 feet wide. That can be whatever you want. Let's put 3'6". Stringer. I don't want any slope right there. Alrighty. Now, you'll see right here that my rise and my run and my treads are what's called out in the detail that I will provide. So, your first step, I like to get rid of it. So let's go to your landings. Just because if this is concrete, you're not going to be using this bottom landing. So go to the bottom landing, and you don't need the first tread. Okay. And you're not going to need the front or the rear. Perfect. And then go to your steps top. I'm sorry, go back to landing. And check your offset. So I don't really like that offset. So I'm just going to put that back to 0. Okay. And create last tread. Yes. Perfect. Now let's change our step types to this. And width. So let's see, our steps were a run of 11 1/8. Now, but because of the bending of that back leg, that's what's going on. And right here, distance from, I guess just essentially this, distance 3 and distance 4, which distance 3 is from right here where my mouse is, and distance 4 is right here to here, which will technically still be repeating as distance 3. So that is your distance for concrete pour. Now I usually like to have about 2 inches, 1.5 to 2 inches of concrete, so let's just put 2 right there, yeah? Perfect. And as you can see, on the back it replicated. And that's what I like to see. So, let's go ahead and go on down to the bottom. So you can see the bottom step. And I like to make the bottom step a toe plate, or I guess a kickboard. So let's put number 4 as 6 7/8 as to replicate the rise. and the tread width is 1 inch. You can get rid of that by changing the bend, but it's a lot easier if you just do this. So, like I said right here, that 1 inch is the tread width, which is right here. You can get rid of that by flattening that out and making it one straight piece. In fact, you know what, let's just do that. Yeah, let's just do that. So let's go to 7. Oh, oops. Yeah, well. And that's that. So now what you can do is, I'm going to find my connection bolt. Let's do anchor base plates. Alright. Select your stringer. Reference point, no, because my UCS is at 0. I like to cut and plate. Plate thickness, 1/4 inch. Alright, cut size. Let's exit out of that real quick, get back to my plan view. I'm sorry, my elevation view. So right now you can see that the bottom of that plate is below 100, so we just want to change the cutting. Palm shortening, plate thickness, perfect. And let's just give it a cut size of 11 inches, yeah. Number of bolts. You know how to change the offsets of bolts. That's pretty easy. Now I have it set how I like it, so I'm going to save the value. Edit the value. I'm going to say test stair. Okay. Change the view frame up real quick. And let's get back to anchor detail. No, reference point's already set at 100. And let's see what it shows. Yeah? Test stair. Perfect. Because I knew that's how I wanted it. So you can check it out, it's even. And my plane line, which is this white line, I guess that's the size box line. My plane line of elevation 100 is my first step. And I got that way by taking away the bottom landing of the joint, as well as the bottom tread, I guess the create first tread option of the bottom landing in the joint.